Hi everyone, my name is Melena. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you're not. I'm gonna be kind of throwing it back to old school YouTube, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, that kind of era, by doing a what's on my phone. These used to be so popular. I love them every single time. One of my favorite YouTubers would post one, I'd eat it up. Bethany Moda, My Life is Ava, Alicia Marie, like, eat it up. I did one during COVID, during 2020, but it's been obviously like 3 years, so I thought I would make an updated one. Since it was 3 years ago, I don't know how good it is. I wouldn't necessarily recommend going back and watching it. I mean, it's up to you. I have the iPhone 14, is the white one. I have a case, obviously, and I currently have this blue floral case from Casetify. It has like butterflies on it. I don't know, I thought it was cute. I don't know which one it is with like the protection, but it does have like the little raised borders, and it's kept my phone really safe. Like, this is not sponsored by any means. Saw other people using them and I was like, I might as well try one. I also have this one, which is the Trixie Mattel collab with wildflower cases. It's super cute. I also have a clear one. I don't know where it went, but it was from Amazon. Pretty basic. Dogs are being so loud today. I apologize. So now I'm gonna actually show you guys what's on my phone. My lock screen is a picture I took in New York City. We were on a bus tour, double-decker ones, and it was just so beautiful. I also love New York. I eventually want to live there at some point in my life. I don't know when, I don't know for how long. So when I open up my phone, I also have another widget at the bottom that says "This summer belongs to you." My app's at the bottom of the page. So I have the Bible app, the U version. I love it. It gives you your daily verse. Today's is Isaiah 43:2, which says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." And then I have Spotify. I listen to music literally all the time. I can't show you guys my profile because I do have last name. I obviously have the phone app with messages. I'm not gonna open those. And in my top folder, I have Daily, which I have the app for my credit union. So I have the Planet Fitness app. I have Waze and Maps, which kind of sounds counterproductive, but Waze gives you the fastest way, but sometimes Maps is easier if you're trying to plan out something beforehand. So I have both of those. I do have Safari, and then I have Notes because I keep like a lot of my to-do list in there. The next one is probably the biggest one. It is social media. I have Facebook and Messenger. Facebook is really just to keep up with like my family that live far away. I have Instagram, obviously. Follow me if you would like. It's at Melena Lynn. I have Snapchat. Not as avid of a Snapchat user as I once was. Like, middle school me, all the rage. I have Shuffles and Pinterest, which they kind of go together because Shuffles, you can just make collages from pins, and I think it's like the cutest app ever. I know it like got really popular and you needed a code to get on it, so I searched for a code for like 2 weeks. I haven't really used it a lot since. And then obviously Pinterest, I pin everything. My Pinterest is at Melena512. I have TikTok. I've been considering deleting it, like not forever, but just taking a break because the nature of it is supposed to be very addictive and keep you on the app for long, and I feel like I just get nothing done. I also started a TikTok, so it's at melena.lyn if you would like to follow it. I have my Twitter. This really isn't linked to my channel, but I do like going on there. If I'm like going to a concert, if I want tour updates, I'll go on there. I keep up with like a lot of hockey things. I have Visco. I really just like it because it's just so pleasant to look at, and I kind of forget about it, but then I'll post on it every once in a while, and I just think it's super cute. I have Be Real. I just downloaded Tumblr because I feel like whenever I'm on Pinterest, I see those like really like inspiring posts. I had a Tumblr account like when I was really young, like 2016, 2015 even. Like, it was kind of the end of the Tumblr era, but I was also like too young to understand how to use it, so I never really got into it. And then my next one is Google. I have Docs, Drive, obviously my calendar. Gmail just goes crazy. I have like 4 emails linked to it, like my personal, my school. This email that I had that my dad made me forever ago, and I hadn't checked in years, so that's why there's over 1,100 emails in there. Google Photos, because I do try to back up my photos. I really do need to go through them. This is probably a good reminder to do that. Then I have Sheets and Slides. A lot of this I just use for school. And miscellaneous, I have Flow, which is my period tracker app. I have BetterNet, which is a free VPN. I use it at school because they just decided to put everything on block with the firewalls. I literally cannot use anything at school without using a VPN. Then I have Park Detroit. A lot of the public parking, so you have to pay. So you can do it in person, but you can also do it on the app, which is kind of nice because if it's only 2 hours and let's say you're at a Tigers game, you're at a Wings game, and you're gonna be there longer than 2 hours, you can update it from the app. So I just have that as like a just in case. I have CoStar, which is astrology, zodiacs. I don't really keep up with it, but I do know I am a Taurus sun, Scorpio moon, Virgo rising. I do know enough about Scorpio moons to know that I should be concerned about that. I have settings. Like 360, app store, obviously, clock, band, which my dance studio just started using to kind of keep in contact with us and send out class videos, but we really haven't used it, so it's kind of just been sitting in here. I have FaceTime, I have weather, and then I have Zoom because I still do a lot of like my therapy sessions. If I'm not doing them in person, I'll do them on Zoom. My next one is content, so I have my camera and I have photos, and then I have Canon Camera Connect. I do have a Canon camera, so I can just connect it to my phone and import all my videos and photos, which has made my life so much easier. Again, I use InShot to edit. I have Canva. I can kind of make like social media graphics or flyers, so I use a lot of it for student council, but also I've used it for making thumbnails and things like that. I obviously have YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I make content on YouTube, as well as YouTube Studio, which is stats and analytics. And the next one is school. I have Duolingo, which is like language learning. And I have Schoology, which is what my high school uses. I have Remind. We use it for student council. And then I also run one. I run our class one because I'm class president. So I send out all of like the info on there. And then I have Canvas Student, which is kind of like Schoology. It's an online learning platform, but this is the one that my community college that I take dual enrollment courses at, that they use. So I obviously have that on my phone. Next one is Read. I don't know why I didn't say reading, it's just Read. I have the Kindle app. I like it because it syncs up to my Kindle. So if I read like 50 pages on my phone, I'll go back to my Kindle, be like, oh, you left off here on page 130, but on Melena's iPhone, you're on page 180. Do you want to jump to there? Or vice versa. I have Libby, which my library uses if I want to download any e-content, ebooks. I use that a lot. If you have a Kindle and you don't want to spend a ton of money on books, I really suggest looking into your library and seeing if they have any e-content. And then I have Goodreads, which I track my reading on. I'm actually really behind on my goal this year. I'm 8 books behind schedule, but I have read 32 books this year so far. I have Pango Books, which you can buy used books. I have not used it before, but I really want to try it out because books are getting expensive, like literally everything else. And then I have the Barnes & Noble apps. The next one I have is Shop, which I guess I could put Barnes & Noble in there too, but I didn't. I don't know. I have Starbucks, which is the first app because I use that the most for my rewards. Target, I have Ticketmaster, I have Depop, I have DoorDash, which I'm actually using right now because there's no food in my house. We just got back from Memorial Day weekend, so I'm having Taco Bell, DoorDash to my house. I've not had Taco Bell in so long and I really wanted nacho fries. So that's what I got. I have Fetch, which you can scan your receipts and you get points back to get gift cards. I have Amazon, Mindbody, which pretty much you can just buy workout classes in your area. There is a drop-in dance studio by me that uses Mindbody for their classes. And then I have Venmo. And then on the second page, I have 7-Eleven. My next folder, I have Notion, which is kind of like an online planning thing. I really haven't learned how to use it. I feel like there's definitely a learning curve and I've been trying to learn how to use it, but I really haven't like totally known the ins and outs of it yet. I've been trying to search up on YouTube. I know there's like a million people, a million videos on here. I have Opal, which kind of like gives screen time, but in a different way. I try to use this so I'm not on my phone all the time. Planty, which is just a timer. I use the Pomodoro method for a lot of my studying things. So pretty much that's 25 minutes of work, 5-minute break, and it's supposed to make sure you are as efficient as possible and you're not getting burnt out. I have reminders, which is kind of like my notes to-do list, but this is like for time sensitive things. And then my last folder is Watch, which I have Netflix, obviously. And then I have the NHL app, which you can't really watch things on it, but again, like hockey stats and stuff like that. And then I have ESPN. We have ESPN Plus at my house, again, to like mostly watch hockey, but I usually have some apps in like the app library that I don't put on there that I feel like are kind of pointless, but I won't go through those. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check my description if you need any of my socials. Find me somewhere else on the internet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!